comparing NFL prospects to their dad. Big shout out to KTO for the video we're about to react to. Listen, bro, I actually met KTO in person, bro. That's actually my dog, bro. Really cool dude, man. We had some dinner recently because we're signed to the same agency, bro. So shout out to them. And he told me that he has some banger videos and that I could react to him, man. So I'm excited, bro. Let's get to this, man. It's gonna be a banger right here.
It seems like every NFL draft, there's at least a few prospects whose dad played in the league.
Facts.
Some are more known than others. For the 2025,
Wait, what the heck?
whose dad played in the league. Some
Eli Manning and Peyton Manning's dad played in the NFL? Oh my gosh, bro. No wonder Eli Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time.
are more known than others. For the 2025 NFL Draft, I've identified 5 father-son duos to compare. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the one everyone's already expecting.
Lawrence has time, and his pass is intercepted.
Deion was a beast.
As the only person to ever play in a World Series and a Super Bowl, Deion Sanders is one of the greatest athletes of all time. His instincts were second to none. Combine that with him being one of the fastest and quickest NFL players ever, and it makes sense why he was able to play pro baseball while also being the greatest corner of all time.
Wow.
How much of your dad do you see in yourself?
Depends. I see prime time. I mean, young prime. Yeah, ATL days.
Now, the difference between Deion and his son Shedeur athletically is night and day. While Deion was one of the greatest pure athletes we've ever seen, Shedeur has drawn concerns over his lack of athleticism. To start the direct comparisons, in the 40-yard dash, Deion clocked a blistering 4.27 back in 1989. Although Shedeur skipped his 40 at the combine, his projected time is somewhere in the 4.6 to 4.8 range. Coming in around the same height, Shedeur outweighs his father, playing around 20 pounds heavier, which probably has more to do with him adding that extra football weight for protection than anything. As a quarterback, Shedeur plays the position much closer to a traditional pocket passer than a dual threat.
I mean, and that's fine, bro. You know, I don't know if that's too much of an issue. I don't know why people be getting mad about that. Like, bro, just because your dad is something don't mean you're going to be exactly that. The fact that he still made it to the NFL is like crazy. It is kind of wild, though, how he dropped all the way to like the 6th round. I don't understand that. Go in the comments. Let me know why that happened. I thought he was going to get drafted like number 1st overall, bro.
He has just enough athleticism to pick up first downs here and there. As a passer, Shedeur isn't going to blow anyone away with his arm strength. He's a touch passer with a focus on ball placement, anticipation, and consistent accuracy. You'll see him make a lot more underneath passes, as opposed to perhaps the typical early first-round quarterback who has a cannon for an arm and throws heaters. The comparison I've seen that makes the most sense is Teddy Bridgewater. Like Shedeur, he didn't have a huge arm or game built on athleticism, but his IQ and accuracy helped him lead the nation in completion percentage as a junior. One underrated trait in Shedeur's game is his toughness. He did not have the luxury of playing behind a dominant offensive line, and he handled it well. So this father and son combo don't have too much similarities as players. Where they are the most similar is in their personality. Deion is the king of self-marketing. Whether he was promoting himself as a player or his players as a coach, he's always carried himself with that loud, brash, and extreme confidence.
Do you think that's why? I don't know. Never mind. Let me shut up. I don't know.
I was kind of scared. I thought Detroit was going to take me. I would have asked for so much money that I had to put me on layaway.
Damn, he said that.
You ain't make me, so you can't break me.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, it don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over, so it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me.
Okay, you know.
Whether it's flashy watches, gold-tinted sunglasses, or just thinking highly of his abilities, Shedeur has had to deal with the scrutiny of critics for his personality, just like his father. With similarities in personality and drastically different athletic profiles, it'll be interesting to observe Shedeur's pro career and how well his skill set translates.
They ruled it a sack. Picked off!
Do y'all think Shedeur Sanders is going to have a great NFL career as a quarterback? Go in the comments. Spam 1 if you think yes, spam 2 if you think no. Be honest, bro.
Stayed ahead. Shiloh Sanders.
Coming from the same family, Shiloh Sanders has received much less NFL and media attention compared to his younger brother. But as a prospect, he's more similar to his father, and he seems to get on his dad's nerves better than any of his siblings.
Sit up, please. I'm just sitting regular.
Who's your favorite son on and off the field? That might be a tough question.
Think about this. No, think about this month. About to say something.
You really had a good month.
Yeah, all right.
You've had a good month.
We see Muhammad Ali box, but I ain't seen you run for it, but it's all right.
Need y'all to want what you want. Understand that?
No, I'm gonna need y'all
to need what you want, but want what you want to need, but need what you want to need.
Bro, you killed
What
it.
you want,
I need
dog.
you to get out of my life. I need you to get off my team. I need you to transfer and get in the portal immediately.
Like Deion, Shiloh is a defensive back, and he's entering the draft
put
with
his same
similar
position.
measurables, standing at 6 foot and
Let me see, 6 foot, 6'1", 195. Damn, his dad ran a 4.2. Deion Sanders had a faster 40 time than Tyreek Hill, bro. Oh my gosh.
195 pounds.
Tyreek had a 4.2.
But that's kind of where the similarities end.
Wow.
Deion was a
Elite athlete, average, elite technique, hard hitter, inconsistent, elite instinct, versatile, and like tackling. 14 NFL season. Damn, that's tough.
corner known for his elite speed and lack of tackling. Shiloh is a safety and is nowhere near as fast as his dad. And he's also more known for his downhill, hard hitting over anything else. As a 6-year college athlete, Shiloh played at 3 different schools.
Damn.
This makes him 25 years old, putting him as one of the oldest in the class. While he has been described as a physical downhill force from the safety position, he also didn't have a ton of production and coverage and has been noted as having poor technique. He was a starter during his 2 years at Colorado, and his PFF grades suggest he was a pretty average starter. As a prospect, he's not highly regarded. He was unranked by CBS Sports, and PFF has him as the 24th best safety in the class.
Bro, it just be like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's a rapper named Damani. He's T.I. You know T.I.? He's T.I.'s son. And I was listening to one of his music videos yesterday, and it was hard, bro. Like, he's a good rapper, good visuals, everything. I like scrolled up, and then my girl was right there, and then she saw his views. He only had like 25,000 views in 3 days, 5 days or something. And she was like, damn, like, why hasn't he blown up? And I was like, honestly, I feel like when your parents are very successful, it's a little hard, especially if your parents are successful and well known. It's a little hard for you as a nepo baby, essentially, to like, for people to like kind of take you serious, and like for you to, you know what I'm saying? Especially in music. Sports is probably a little different, but music especially. But look at like Bronny. People don't take Bronny like they're like, oh, your dad's LeBron, like you grew up rich. Like, people's psychology is like, it's hard to root for somebody who you feel like is already successful. Just like, that's why in rap, bro, like rappers who got it out the mud, things like that, who didn't have any handouts, they tend to go farther versus like, oh yeah, my dad was like a big art. Like, if Drake's son tries to rap in the future, like, it could be great music, and it probably would do pretty well because Drake is Drake. But you know, it's just for some people, not to me, I don't care. I think good music, good football is good football. But to a lot of people, it's like, yeah, nah, we ain't trying to listen to all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Go in the comments, let me know if you understand what I'm saying.
Which suggests he's going to be either a late draft pick or go undrafted altogether. According to SteelersDepot.com, Shiloh most likely projects as a legitimate special teams player at the next level.
Down, looking, gonna go deep, has his man wide open, it's Muhammad to the 15.
Oh, so this video came out before the draft. Shiloh actually went undrafted. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He got picked up by, I think, the Falcons, but it's crazy. See, I told you, bro. They don't care who your dad is, bro. It's like, man, you gotta be your own person. It's kind of crazy how this works, you know, music, everything, bro.
The longest receiving touchdown in Super Bowl history was caught by Muhsin Muhammad. It's one of the great forgotten plays due to the Patriots going on to win that game. At the time, Muhammad was in the midst of a stellar career. Known by his nickname Moose, the former second-round pick is mostly known for his time in Carolina, making 2 Pro Bowls and leading the league in yards and touchdowns in 2004. He played 14 NFL seasons and eclipsed over 11,000 receiving yards.
Wow, this guy was actually super good. Like, I've never heard of him. 11,000 yards, 14 years, 62 damn.
Which currently has him ranked 37th all time. And today, his son, Moose Muhammad III, is trying to make his own run of the pros.
Oh, one hand on LSU?
Directly comparing these two, Moose III is a little smaller than his dad, coming in slightly shorter and about 10 to 15 pounds lighter. His dad was known for his physicality, great hands, a knack for making big plays when it mattered most, and his work ethic. Former Panthers linebacker Thomas Davis said, quote, "You'd see him in the weight room. There wasn't anybody outworking him. And that's why he was able to sustain so long and have such a long, productive career."
Hey,
Jalen Henderson, look at Moose Muhammad!
that boy's actually
Lead me
good.
in the air.
Oh my gosh!
Man.
For Moose III,
Yo, Oh, hold on. Let me see if this man got drafted, bro. The Giants, we should have got him. That mother, he look crazy. Oh, he got drafted to the Panthers? Oh, snap. Okay, I'm glad he got drafted. That's good to see. I ain't gonna lie, that boy's a dog. I'm definitely gonna watch him this year.
This is how he was described by NFLDraftBuzz.com. Quote, he projects as a developmental prospect with upside at the next level. His natural ball skills and ability to make difficult catches will certainly attract NFL scouts. However, he'll need to refine his route running and improve his consistency to secure a significant role in the pros. During his time at A&M, Moose III has been considered one of the more athletically gifted receivers on the team. However, a concerning decrease in production over the last 2 years has hurt his draft stock tremendously. It appears as if a lack of consistency led him to playing less and less over time. As of right now, even though he declared for the draft via Instagram, Moose III isn't getting a ton of hype, and I couldn't find him on any prospect lists. So my guess is he'll either be a late round flyer or an undrafted free agent.
Hey, nah, baby. Hey, he's on the. I know you didn't know when you made this video, but he's on the Panthers, and he might go crazy. Don't sleep. I might use him in Madden. I ain't gonna lie, with those hands, shit.
In on that last play. Taylor now throws. Oh,
good catch!
What a catch by Oronde Gadsden!
Oronde Gadsden was an NFL receiver back in the 90s and early 2000s. He's most famously known for a pair of ridiculous one-handed catches when he played for the Dolphins. And now his son is entering the 2025 NFL Draft.
Nice.
But first, let's focus on the former Dolphins receiver. Oronde Gadsden was a small school standout. He had first gone to Winston-Salem State on a basketball scholarship, but he decided to focus on football by his sophomore year. 3 seasons later, he was one of the school's most decorated athletes ever, finishing with 42 career touchdowns. However, with a small school background and a lack of speed, Oronde went undrafted in 1995. He spent 3 years mostly as a practice squad player and attempting to play in a couple other leagues before finally getting his first shot to play in an actual game in 1998 as a member of the Dolphins.
Nice.
From there, he went on to have a 6-year career, starting the majority of the first 5 years. Now, Oronde was a pretty big receiver, standing at 6'2" and playing at around 215. However, his son is much bigger than him,
6'5"?
coming in at 6'5" and 243 pounds. Wow. Comparing these two directly, Oronde III is sort of a receiver-tight end hybrid. As NFL.com puts it, quote, Gadsden is more of a big slot receiver than a pass-catching tight end.
Wow, hold on. Let me see if he got drafted. This is cool to watch this video like before. You know what I'm saying? He never got drafted. Oh wait, he got drafted to the Chargers. Nice, that boy got drafted to the Chargers, and they put him at tight end instead of wide receiver. That's nice, bro. Hey, it's good to see people living out their dreams, man.
With his size and skill set, he was able to be one of the more productive players in a pass-heavy Syracuse offense. He's actually pretty similar to his father. He's not overly fast or athletic by NFL standards, but his wingspan and big hands give him a huge advantage to make contested catches.
Nice.
This is actually one of the more similar father-son duos I've seen, which is pretty cool. Currently, he's projected to be a mid to later round pick due to his average athleticism for his size, also having a lack of ability to be a good blocker as a tight end. This is how Bleacher Report put it, quote, Gadsden projects as a flex tight end who will align all over the offense. He also doesn't offer creativity and elusiveness after the catch in the open field. He should serve as a tight end too to create a strong duo.
Yes.
Green.
He's a tight end.
So the eye forces the football. Jason Taylor has it. He's
damn, who is that?
He won't get to him. Touchdown, Miami.
That boy's
Jason
strong.
Taylor dominated during the 2000s. As a 6-time Pro Bowler, Taylor amassed 139.5 career sacks and an NFL record 6 fumbles returned for touchdowns.
Damn.
This helped him become a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
And now his son.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Touchdowns.
I
This
ain't
helped
trying
him
to be
become a
funny,
member.
bro, but he looked just like his statue, gang. Nah, that's funny, bro. Yo, shout out to him, man. Legendary, man.
Of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And now his son, Mason Taylor, is continuing the family legacy.
For the win. Caught.
Nice.
It's good.
Wait, what's his name?
LSU does it.
These two boast similar heights and weights, but as players, they're quite different. Right off the bat, Mason plays on the opposite side of the ball.
That's
While
on
Jason
offense.
was a defensive end in college and the pros,
He's an above average receiver, that big smooth athlete. Okay, 2024, third all team. Okay, predicted. Okay, let's see where he's at real quick, chat. He got drafted to. Oh my gosh, I think he went undrafted. Wait. Or did he go to the? Did he go to the Jets? Oh my gosh, I think he didn't get drafted, bro. Oh, wait, no. He went to the. Oh, he went to the Jets. If this is him, yeah, I think that's him. He went to the Jets. Okay. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh my gosh, I was scared. I thought he went undrafted. I was like, that's sad, bro. Okay, man. Hey, this is crazy, bro.
son is a tight end. In 3 seasons at LSU, he has carved out an important role as a pass catcher in their offense as he finished 3rd on the team in receptions in 2024.
Nice.
According to NFL.com, quote, he's a smooth athlete with adequate acceleration and the tools to become a more effective route runner in time. He can handle blocking duties on the move or in space, but inline action will be a challenge for him. His game needs polish. But Taylor has the ability to become a higher volume target for a team looking to upgrade at the F tight end spot. Lance Zierlein compared him to Dallas Goedert. It's also worth noting that Mason's uncle is Hall of Famer Zach Thomas, the undersized yet physical linebacker that played with his dad.
Damn, wait. So his uncle and his dad played on the same NFL team. So that's his dad's brother, right? Because his uncle, yeah, that's his dad's brother. That's crazy. Damn, they all in the league. I ain't gonna lie, that family loaded, bro. They all got bread. That's what's up, man. Shout out to them.
In some ways, you can see the athleticism similarities between Jason and his son. They're both tall, but managed to show solid balance and athleticism demonstrated at their specific positions.
Nice.
Coming out of college, Jason Taylor wasn't highly regarded. He was a former no-name recruit who dominated at Akron. Even then, he wasn't selected until the 3rd round of the 1997 NFL Draft, but he proved to be worth well more than a 3rd round pick, becoming one of the most.
So he was a 3rd round pick turned Hall of Famer. Look at that, bro. See, it don't matter about where you start, it's about where you finish.
Dominant defenders in the league for 15 years. When Jason Taylor retired, his son Mason was 7 years old. Mason will most likely be drafted in the mid-rounds as well, as he's considered about the 5th best tight end in the class. Hopefully, he can be a standout like his father and uncle.
At the moment, throws for intercepted. To the 15, the 10, the 5. Jason Taylor with the Miami touchdown.
Hey, shout out my dog KTO, man. You want to know why this is legendary too, KTO, bro? Because first off, we linked up. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a good dude, man. You and your homie that I met. I forget his name. I think he was your cameraman. But it's fire because you literally predicted every prospect that was going to get drafted, and they all got drafted, bro. So shout out to you, man. That's super dope. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we on the road to 200,000. We just hit 100K recently, bro. Shout out to God. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you always put God first. Remember that you are chosen, so move like it. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Eli Mack. Peace.